friends, family, and loved ones, we gather here today surrounded by the beauty of nature to share in a very important moment in Ian and Sharlyn's lives. Their love and understanding of each other has grown and matured, and now they have decided to live their lives together as husband and wife.
Coffee burns, the stomach turns.
The vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we've promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife.
You're jealous of the water.
Ian, whenever you're ready, you may share your vows.
I've been running solo, but it ain't all that.
From the first time I saw you in a winemaker's meeting, I was struck. You were beautiful, confident, and sweet. It wasn't until the wonderful and poorly coordinated job shadow that I knew just how funny and quirky you were. Not that I remember much of that afternoon, as I was more lost in you and your eyes than I was actually paying attention to what I was learning.
Oh, I'm already crying.
Sorry.
Ian, my vows are supposed to be about my promises to you for our future, and I'll get to that part. But every time I sat down to think about what I wanted to say when I was standing here today, all I could think about was how amazing you are and how lucky I am to have found you.
After the shadow, I promptly texted Wes and I was walking out of the building. I just got to spend the afternoon with a beautiful winemaker named Sharlyn. Sharlyn is actually how I said it. Drinking wine and champagne, and I spelled your name Charlene. And I really like her. His response was, yeah, okay guy, you just met her, you need to pump the brakes. Even if I may not have known how to say your name, much less spell it properly, I knew you were someone special that I needed to get to know better. And while we may disagree on who actually asked out who, that roll of the dice to date a coworker was one of the best decisions that I have made.
I knew pretty early on that what we had was unique and special, and we couldn't even wait till our first date to see each other. So you came over in your PJs to drink wine and watch Bachelorette with me and Rachel. That was on May 5th of 2016. From that moment on, we were inseparable. It didn't take long to fall for you. In fact, I knew I was already falling in love with you before some people even knew we were dating. Not only did we fall in love fast, but we started thinking about this specific day only a month or so after our first date.
I do acknowledge that our love for each other has grown fast, but I believe that is because of how well suited we are for each other. We balance in a way that makes for conversation to come with ease, life decisions and expectations not to be a point of discussion, but a point of excitement. And while compromise is always part of a relationship, I feel we often have less of that than I see in others, as we are typically on the same path.
I want to read you something I wrote on June 18th, 2016, just 6 weeks after our first date. I am so goddamn happy today, in all caps. Slightly terrified, but mostly just so happy. It's terrifying to have this strong of feelings for someone so early on, to really see it forever with someone you've only spent 6 weeks with. 6. A week ago, we talked about him, meaning you, being able to support a family and how things would work if we got married. When he insisted I didn't truly understand how he felt, I assured him I know he would marry me tomorrow if he knew that was what I wanted. And he said I was right. While it all sounds so overwhelming and like so much so fast, it doesn't feel that way at all. It just feels natural and right and good and exciting. I love him so much.
From every road trip and wine and cheese night, from every silly dancing in the kitchen to snuggling and watching a movie, from deep conversations to lighthearted banter, and from nights of uncontrolled laughter to those of sorrowful tears. You have helped me grow mentally and emotionally. You are sympathetic to my insecurities and proud of my accomplishments. You are honest in your feedback, but sweet in your critiques. You have been a sounding board to my ideas and an inspiration.
To this day, everything with you still just feels natural and right and good and exciting. You are my fairy tale rom-com Prince Charming. You love me in a way I've always wanted to be loved, but thought was too good to be true. That is until I met you. You are my best friend, the person I want to share every moment of my life with, the good and the bad. You are my favorite adventure partner, my favorite photographer, and my favorite chef, because let's be real, if I'm marrying you for anything, it's the good food and the great photos. I could not have dreamed up a better man if I tried. Life with you just makes so much sense.
As we head into this next chapter of our lives, I look forward to what life will bring. I'm not worried of the hardships, trials, or tribulations, as I know that I have a partner by my side that will help me in every way possible. I look forward to the excitement and joys that will come in building a life and a family, and getting to share in these moments with someone as wonderful as you. In this marriage and in front of our friends and family, I promise to be open, honest, and upfront in every way possible. I vow to listen and understand what you are saying before I respond. I promise to be a partner in all that comes our way, comforting you in the lows and explaining in the highs. I vow to love you each and every day and ensure that you know just how many emotions I have for you. And most importantly, I promise to do my absolute best to put a smile on your beautiful face whenever I'm able. I love you, always and forever.
Ian Grant Davidson, today and every day for the rest of our lives, I choose you. I promise to love you without fear or hesitation. I promise to support you and encourage you as your partner in all things. I promise to tell you I love you every chance I get and to never tire of the 10 million times a day you tell me you love me too. I promise to always be honest and respect you as the individual that you are and as my husband. I promise to explore this world with you and to never become complacent. And lastly, I promise to date you forever and to always do my best to love you as thoughtfully and selflessly as you have always loved me. I love you.
There's only one thing left to do. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Ian, you may kiss your bride.